Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back into Heroes of Middle-earth because there's a massive update that came out, and there's a couple things I really want to key in, like some hints maybe towards the Elrond unlock, as well as gold. The chests that are in the game, are they worth it? I got some math to back it up, one way or the other. Let's go ahead and jump into it, but first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So there is a lot here that was done in the update. I'm going to touch on a few different things because I don't want the video to be too long. I want to give you some very good information, some things that I found out, and then let you do with what you will with that information. So I will leave a link in the description below on where you can find this information. You can also join our Discord where all the updates come up there as well. But first and foremost, we jump into here. We got Arwen that's coming up in an adventure. So we have marquee characters just like we do with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I think you're going to find there's a lot of similarities that's going to happen between the both, and that's good and that's bad, right? They've got some proven systems and everything that are working well for them with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The bad part of it, or just the part that concerns me is that it's the exact same thing, right? And one thing that just in the business that I'm in, one thing that I always say is that what got you to where you are today isn't going to get you to where you need to be tomorrow. So I'm just really hoping as we continue to see this game evolve, we start seeing some very cool things that's going to differentiate it from all the other hero collectors out there. Because there's a ton, there's a million out there, and everybody has a basic formula. And there's developers lately that are just doing some tweaks here and there to kind of liven it up and change it up a little bit. And I'd like to see some cool, innovative stuff come to Middle-earth. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future of this game holds. So we got Arwen. I'm not going to really dive into the kit until I have her unlocked next week, hopefully next week. But here's Arwen. I will leave a link in the description below as well. She's a support elf Rivendell. She works well with Elo here, and I don't even know that character's name, but she is a tank. She's an elf tank. Leliel? I don't know. But you can run through here and take a look at her abilities. She looks pretty cool, and she's got a pretty useful kit. One thing to key in on her is that she is a support. So when you take a look in the game, there's obviously a difference between support and healers. There's some support characters in the game like Pippin, who heals, but not counted as a healer. So something to keep in mind when you take a look at who you want to build up for your different challenges. But this is her kit. She's got a basic guard / here. I like this page that they set up for her. We've got her special one, which is her Deadly Earnest. Costs some damage there. 20% turn meter when it's at max, which is pretty cool. Evening Star, which is her second special, which is cool. She's got some regeneration, some immunity, I think is really well, especially with some synergy there with the Rivendell members. And then her passive here is the Light of Rivendell. But a lot of cool things here. They give you some great strategy tips and some inspiration around the character, which I think is awesome, just because I have that kind of background. Again, we'll dive a little bit deeper into Arwen once we have her unlocked. So that's the big thing here. That's starting here in just a few days on June 1st. It's going to last about a week. A few things to call out here is that you need to be level 30 in order to access her adventure. And you need to complete at least tier 4 in order to unlock her at a 3-star. There's some issues with the rewards, so they called out what the different rewards are for the different tiers here, so you can take a look at that. We got Light and Shadow. We got Chapter 6 for them. Nothing new in the guild campaign chapters, at least for right now. We got some tweaks and balances here. A couple cool things really to key in here on the bonus chests. They did a great job there. I feel you now have character shards, you have gear, you have character experience, you have gold that can pop in there. One of the cool things that I think that they did here is that they quickly addressed, or at least moving in the right direction, the issue with gold. And they call that out a few times in here, that this isn't their end-all be-all answer to the gold issue, but they're hoping it helps a little bit. And I think it does. I think it really does. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this gold here. Something to call out here. So these chests, they're 150 gems a piece, ranging from 10,000 to 100,000 gold. So here's the math that I put behind it. Let me get my notes up here. If I can make it look neat, I'll go ahead and put it up on the screen somewhere around here too. But I just did a test with 600 gems, right? So 600 gems in-game is going to get you 360 guild energy. That's going to guarantee you 8,640 character experience, because we take a look at the gold and the character chests. It's also going to give you 40,320 gold. So you get both, plus you get your ability materials and everything out of there as well. When you take a look at just the gem, just the gold, gold? Yeah, gold. So 600 gems is going to get you 4 gold chests. That is going to get you at minimum 40,000 gold. So it's the same. You get 320 extra gold if you just go straight through the guild campaign, which we've determined is the most efficient way to farm gold in the game prior to these chests. But at minimum, you're going to get 40,000. So you know you're going to get at least a little bit above that. So we'll take a look at how that works if you haven't seen that yet. But at maximum, you're going to get 100 grand, 100,000 gold, right? I don't know. I would love to see people get 100,000 gold, because that's perfect across the board, and you'll understand once we dive into there what that means. So you can get anywhere between 40,000 and 100,000 gold. No ability materials, no character experience. Now, as far as the character experience chests in there go, 600 gems is going to get you 3 of them, right? And that is going to guarantee you at least 3,000 character experience with a max of 30,000. So you max out at your minimum is going to be 3,000, whereas if you use 600 gems worth of energy in your guild campaign, you're going to get 8,640. So you're not going to get not as much of a return in for your gems there as it is if you just went straight guild campaign. So there's the math there. I think overall, if you've got the gems to spare, I think the gold chests are pretty good. I think the character experience chests are good if you're kind of on the verge of getting a character up to that next level, that next critical level that's going to unlock an ability or something like that. I still think that, just from my personal thoughts on it, I still think that your gems are best spent in guild. On the last chapter, this is all based on unlocking that final chapter in guild campaign and farming from there. So just kind of want to level set on that as well. So I think that there's a place for these chests. I think that it's a good thing that they brought these chests to the game. Just another way for us to build up wealth in the game to help us build up our characters and stuff like that. So that's the math behind it. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? Are you going to purchase like a couple chests a week? Are you going to go full whale and just grab as much as you can? I like the fact that there's some options there. I think it's good. I think they're moving in the right direction. I can't wait to see what that final answer is going to be for gold, but I think there's some value to the chest. It really just kind of depends on where your focus is. Are you free to play? Are you a dolphin? Are you a whale? Are you somewhere in between? So I think there's some value, and I think they did a good job with that. All right, so the hint towards Elrond. There's a couple things here. Number one, they moved a lot of elves around. Now, I was really hoping that Road to Rivendell was going to be the team that you need to unlock Elrond, because I think from a story perspective, it makes sense, and I think it's fun. And if it truly is the elves, which it seems that it is, I think I feel there was a little bit of a miss there. But the reason why the feeling about elves is out there is because there's a lot of shifting of elves in the campaigns now. You can farm 2 of them pretty easily out of the guild campaign now. They moved the tank a little bit further down in the campaign, but they're making them much more accessible, easier to farm earlier in the game. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is there's a data mine out there that suggests that you need 5 elves in order to unlock Elrond. So that's some pretty strong facts. Those are some pretty strong facts there that's going to support elves being the team that you need to unlock Elrond. So just kind of want to throw that out there as well. What are your thoughts on it? It seems pretty solid to me, but definitely let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And are you bummed? If that's truly it, again, which it seems like it is, I'm bummed. Are you bummed that it's not Road to Rivendell? Not because I regret investing in that team, just because from a story perspective and a fan perspective, again, I think it makes sense. All right, so what else do we have to share? We've got some arena challenge supply changes that were done in there. The daily login, this was really cool. They're extending the May, so those of you who started on day 1 for global release and didn't get to start earlier when they did the reset on the 26th of last month of April, of April, a month ago now. They're extending the May calendar so that you can go ahead and get those rewards as well, which is good because you got like Frodo shards and things in there. There's some pretty decent rewards in there, some gems and stuff like that. So that is the update. It's massive. It's huge. We've got some cool stuff in here. We've got a hint now, so a lot of people are going to farm elves. We've got some gold available to us as well. So I think there's a lot of cool things in there. All right, now that that is done, let's just pop up the game really quick and talk about the reasoning for the different values in the chest. So if we go to the store here and we just take a look at chests. If you haven't seen this yet, you can click on the chest here and you can take a look at the rates, right? So resources, you're going to pull, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to pull 5 individual chests, and each chest is going to give you at least anywhere from, this one is going to give you 3,000 to 30,000. This chest here is going to give you 2,500 to 25,000. So you can see the difference, 2,000 to 20,000. So you're going to pull each one of those. You can see the rates there. So that's why you're going to get this range. And the same thing is for the training chests as well for your resources here. So 900 to 9,000 is pretty easy. 750 to 7,500. That's why we see those ranges in there, and that's why I feel I would love to see someone who maxes that out. Somebody give me a screenshot of 100,000 gold. That would be, I mean, you need a lottery ticket. You need to go buy a lottery ticket if you pull that. So that's where that is. And then as far as Arwen goes, you go into adventures here. Again, if you haven't seen it, if you've been in game, you know all about it. And here we go here. We've got the different tiers all right here, which is pretty cool stuff. And remember, the rewards down here may be a little off. They may have fixed it. I haven't compared them yet. But what I showed you in the Discord is what you're going to get for the different tiers there. So very, very excited for this and looking forward to unlocking her hopefully next week. We'll see if we can jump on stream and do that as well. All right, there you go, everybody. That is what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.